Before receiving her color analysis results from me, she thought she might receive a light spring result from me. Did she receive a light spring result? Here's a little bit of a spoiler. She didn't. She received a true summer result. And let's go through how the true summer result was arrived at. Here's one of her historical pictures she supplied with her natural hair color post-puberty. And here's a more recent one of her natural hair color post-puberty. I know what many of you may be thinking. Carol, there is warmth in her hair. There is obvious warmth in her hair. And newsflash, all brown hair colors, naturally that is, have some degree of warmth in them. And I've said in previous videos that often people confuse spring hair colors with summers and vice versa. In various lighting, warmth can be seen in all natural hair colors to some degree, and even more warmth is seen in natural hair colors, say, of summers in, say, sunlight. Here is me with my natural hair color, but I use a purple shampoo periodically to remove deposits that the environment or even chemicals that I put on my hair may deposit over time. Even swimming and things like that can deposit things on your hair, sunlight, etc. And so it's possible too that environmental deposits are being put on this person's hair, but let's say no environmental deposits were being put in this person's hair to warm it up. This hair I would look at and not rule out summer. Ash hair colors, which are recommended for true summers in hair salons if a true summer decides to color their hair, are not natural hair colors. Natural hair color are a completely different story than hair colors in hair salons. Hair salons can't 100% recreate natural hair. Would I recommend this person color her natural hair as a true summer? Absolutely no. She may want to consider a purple shampoo routine, but other than that, I wouldn't change a thing with this person's natural hair color. Why is this person not a spring or a light spring? I'm going to get to that in a second, but I will just start off and say that an internet search may show you references of different systems. So it is possible that in a different color analysis system from the one that I use, that she may be a light spring. Here's a common natural hair color of a light palette in the system that I use. This person is a true light. Here's my sister and my niece sitting with her on her lap. My sister here is around the age of 20 and she's also in the light palette. This is her natural hair color. And here's somebody I posted the other day with her natural hair color who's also in the light palette family. This person's natural hair color post-puberty has never been in the light ranges that I just had on the screen. Have I ever in my whole color analysis career seen somebody with darker hair colors than what I just showed in the light palette? Yes, but out of thousands, I'm going to put that number at less than 5. Here's a couple colors compared at step 1 of color analysis, looking at cool versus warm. Many more colors are looked at, but here's just a couple to show you. The cool side is the winner here. In terms of color analysis checks, her skin is brighter, more even, her jawline is more lifted, and it's easier to focus on her on the left side, which is cool. Here's a look at step 2 of color analysis where the home seasons are looked at, and column 2 is the summer palette. The summer palette is the clear winner in terms of color analysis checks of focus, balance, skin, jawline, and eyes. Spring colors on the third column over are quite distracting and cause unevenness to skin, and autumn colors are way off on the furthest column to the right. And so because she leans summer, the flows of summer are looked at in terms of color analysis checks. The ones on the furthest left, which are the true summer colors, are the best. And many of you expressed to me that you have a lot of trouble looking at the comparisons in the previous way I just had on the screen. Well, here's another way to look at this. Here is true spring on the furthest left. In the middle is true summer, and on the furthest right is the light palette. In terms of color analysis checks, the one in the middle is the winner because it's easier to see her. Her skin's more vibrant, smooth, and even. The colors in the middle look more natural on her. The colors in the middle are energizing her look. Here's another color comparison set with the exact same setup. So true spring on the left, true summer in the middle, light is on the furthest right. And in terms of color analysis checks, the true summer is the winner. It's easy to see her in the middle. There's vibrancy and energizing aspects added to her skin, eyes, her jawline is lifted. It's easier to see her in the middle. In the color analysis system I used, was this person really far off in terms of thinking she may get a light spring result from me? Well, not really. So what is the light palette? The light palette is the palette between summer and spring. Somebody's in the light palette. What does that mean? It means it's a close call between summer and spring colors on the person. Here's a blown up view of what I just showed you to look at true summer versus the light side. And the light side is failing focus and balance checks. On the left side, which is true summer, it passes all the color analysis checks. And here's a look at true summer blue versus the light side, and the true summer is the winner. So that is how somebody with some underlying warmth in their hair could receive a true summer result in the system I use. Yay, true summer, but ultimately, yay to wearing what you love.